Yo people, what's good? It's man like Jamo. Just a quick, calm, casual one. Again, today I went to an MSI press and media event for MSI to show us all the latest and greatest laptops they've got coming out 2024, and of course their new handheld gaming PC, the MSI Claw. Now I've got another video about the MSI Claw. The link to that is in the description section. This video is going to be on what were my favorite laptops out of their new 2024 lineup. So without any further ado, let's jump into that. No, I'm gonna be straight with you. When I see a company do a new gaming laptop, I want to know what their cheapest, most accessible product is, because at the end of the day, it's cost of living crisis here in the UK, and man can't afford a £6,000 laptop to play video games. More time, I'm trying to get the cheapest thing and see how good quality the cheapest thing is, and that all for me set the standards for the rest of the range, which is more expensive. Now we're starting off here with the Cyborg 14 thing. You get up to an i7 processor in there, up to an NVIDIA RTX 4060, 8GB of VRAM in that thing, 1080p, 144Hz screen. The specs are not to be laughed at with this thing. Now on the left hand side of the device, I saw a little 3.5mm and a USB-A slot. I'm not sure if it's 3.2 Gen 2 or just 3.1. And on the right side of the device, I saw another USB-A port. There's a USB-C port there, which looks like it's got DisplayPort capabilities, and we got a HDMI port there as well, which again, I'm not sure whether it's HDMI 2.1. Now this specific model had a single color backlit keyboard. I think they are going to look at doing an RGB per key lit keyboard, which will be an additional price obviously, but I can't lie, as it is, the keyboard does look nice and it definitely feels fit for purpose. Now I also wanted to show you the design underneath this, because they got a kind of transparent, non-transparent design thing situation going on, kind of like the old school Game Boys. I think that looks really cool. Definitely a little piece of swag, especially at this low end budget range of the gaming laptop lineup. Now next up, obviously you know man is a content creator, so I had to see what MSI had for the content creator massive, and they put me on this Creator 16. Now they're saying up to Core Ultra 9 processors, up to NVIDIA RTX 4090s, so you know they're not messing around with the graphics power, 16-inch 16:10 Ultra HD mini LED, 120Hz, 100% DC IP, whatever the thing is called. Basically the color accuracy on the screen is a Mazzolini, and not only is it 4K, but it's 4K at a 16:10 aspect ratio, cuz do you get it? 32GB of RAM is standard, 2TB of NVMe PCIe SSD, and the thing wasn't even that heavy, you know. Man could literally hold it with one hand. Now the port selections were looking sexy. On the left hand side we had Ethernet port, HDMI 2.1, micro SD port, you done know, and we had a USB-C thing there with DisplayPort alternative mode as well. Now on the right hand side, it looks like we had 3.5mm combination headphone port, USB-C with Thunderbolt 4, USB-A port there as well, and the power port was on the right hand side, cuz. Now I can't lie, I do prefer having most of my ports on the back of the PC so that it looks a lot neater when it's in the setup. However, for content creators, I want easy access, and easy access is only possible when the ports are on the side. So it actually does make sense where they are. The keyboard was also looking pretty standard, one light backlit things. Obviously it's not a gaming thing, so it doesn't have RGB lighting, but it does have the number pad there, and it all fits into a 15-inch laptop body, which for me I thought was actually kind of sick. Now obviously last but not least, I wanted to feature the big boy, yeah, the big dada, the thing where money is not an issue, and that is the MSI Titan 18HX. They're talking up to i9 processors, yeah, 14900HX. They're talking obviously NVIDIA RTX 4090 with up to 175 watts maximum graphics power, cuz, yeah? Well, it's basically a desktop within a little laptop body, cuz. You get me? Now, if that's not enough specs for you, the screen is 18-inch, but it's within a 17-inch chassis, fam. 16:10 aspect ratio. Obviously, Ultra HD Plus, that's 4K at 16:10, 3840x2400, mini LED, 120 Hz, IPS ting, 32 gigabytes of RAM as standard, and up to 6 terabytes of storage, cuz. Now, moving on to ports, on the left hand side of this thing, we got 2 USB-A ports with an SD card reader, full size as well. And on the right hand side, we got a combination 3.5mm headphone jack, another USB-A port, and we obviously got 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, USB-C things on the side. And we even got some ports on the back, namely the power port, an Ethernet port, and you got a HDMI 2.1 there as well. And obviously my favorite feature has to be the RGB touch.
Well,
like, who does that? MSI does RGB in the touchpad itself.
replicated on the front
does
as
that?
Oh god.
Anyway, people them, as man was saying, this was just a little quick overview, a little quick first impressions. All the laptops are looking wicked. I'm definitely interested in these 3. There were a lot of other laptops there, but I think these 3 laptops definitely hit very important segments of the gaming laptop or creator laptop market, especially that creator laptop, now that it's got a little micro SD card in there. I can't wait to hopefully get my hands on these laptops and actually give them a proper run for their money. But until next time, man, we'll catch you there, innit?